Hey everyone, and welcome to the last forum recap video of GovComs and of the year. And well, it's the holiday season, so we know we had a pretty short forum experience this past week, but we still had a couple of things. We had an announcement, we have a little bit of discussion going on, we have some videos posted, and we have an assessment. So, without further ado, let's begin with our announcement. Letting us know that as of January 16th of 2023, the limit parameter will be restricted to a value between 1 and 100, opposed to the unlimited range that users previously had available. Now, applying a hard limit will alleviate server loads and also provide API users with a better and smoother experience. Also to note, default sorting is being added to all response objects. And hopping over into our discussion. In this post, Hexanaut of the Protocol Engineering Core Unit team draws on Sebastian's ALM framework to outline technical approaches to bringing Maker into the endgame phase. And there are three primary components that must be in place for the endgame transition, which are the D3M v3, an ALM controller, and a PSM v2. Now, for the D3M v3, at least two additions to the v2 will be necessary. And the first one is a cash flow manager that handles what to do with profits and losses. And the second is extended protocol reporting that covers net asset valuation, liquidity profile, and capital at risk. Now, the purpose of the ALM controller is to define the system's constraints, such as a max total exposure, liquidity, and PEG management. And finally, the PSM 2.0 must incorporate pooled liquidity, dynamic bonding curves, and algorithmic market operations. Yes, this was a lot of information, so check out the post. Not much else to read on the forums. So yeah, enjoy, and we'll move on to our next sort of a discussion slash video segment. We have the latest episode of Drinks with MakerDAO delegates, and in this episode we have Delegate Ultra Shupi and Delegate El Progreso, who are joined by Tadio of the Data Insights Core Unit to talk about his work on the on-chain data for the endgame plan, as well as the DSR, real-world assets, and also discuss the future of sub-DAO D3Ms. And the video is on YouTube. El Progreso does a great job at editing them and posting them up, so check out the video, and if you've missed any, they have a playlist, so check out the others. And finally, we have an assessment. This report documents the transition of the Collateral Engineering Services Core Unit during the interim facilitator period. The interim facilitator, Retro, conducted interviews with several of the team's contributors, aimed at gathering information on how best to get the core unit fully up and running once again. And the topics in this report include collateral engineering services work impact, collateral engineering services role in endgame phase, also a comprehensive budget audit, and as well as some notes and recommendations from Retro himself regarding the facilitator role. And that's it for the video section. There's a couple more things in the forum recap post itself. We have a little bit of some MIP summaries going on, and then we also have initiatives and help wanted. So check that out if you're interested. As well, this video will be up on YouTube, and it will be the last video. So I hope everyone has a wonderful holiday. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah, and everything else. And from here on out, the forum recap may be coming back next year, but regarding that, just keep an eye out on the forum for my posts and discussions on potentially a V2 version. So I will let you guys know more about that, and yeah, I'll end it here.